Greetings, beautiful hearts and souls out there. This is Freja Enjoy, and I say welcome to this amazing month, December 2020. We have now this December's Ascension energy update here. Welcome. Show you what they have here in Cairns, what I was discovering. And if you stay until the end of this video, you will also see interview with the artist who made this Christmas tree. The thing is that Christmas tree have dragonflies in it. It's the most beautiful Christmas tree I ever saw. You soon gonna see it now. Hang in there. It's gonna be a lot of yummy things in this December Ascension energy report. I have many different upgrades and downloads, and we do experience this ascension process that is going on now, different all of us. And that's why I say now that when you listen to this, focus on to take what is resonating with you and leave the rest, as we are on so many different trajectories right now. In the Ascension process energy in December 2020, we have this paradox energies going on. It is a good thing to be aware of it, because when you have raised your vibration and you have done your inner work, and you cannot stop to do your inner work, you have to go on and do your inner work to accelerate your consciousness, your vibrations. You can see this, but you can see this from a distance. And this is very important. So you are not drawn into it and give your precious energy to the things that are playing out around you these times. Because if you look at the world around you, you see many horrible events. Many of you may say, how is it possible that this ascension process can go on when it looks like this? But you know, this is the news. This is the media in the world. And this is actually 3D matrix playing out. All they have right now. So in December, it's going to accelerate. So it's very important to have distance to this, because at the same time, what's happening is that the ascension process is also accelerating, but it is accelerating in the opposite direction. This sounds like it is a polarization. It's not a polarization. It is not a polarization. This is an act of balance. It's a natural act of balance that is going on. It's very important to keep your eyes on that this is what's occurring. When this is occurring around you in December, keep in mind that you are not the polarizations going on. You are not a part of the drama if you choose to not be. And this is something special because we have this planet's evolutionary cycle now going on since 2012, and when the frequency was going up, and started what is now going into an acceleration in December 2020. So there is need to surrender and rest in the habitual needs to choose side and form belief systems. You will really benefit if you do that. Relax and surrender to all your old habitual needs to choose side or form belief systems. This will help you. This will help you amazingly a lot. So this is about consciousness. And in December, this consciousness of yours and of all of us is going through an alchemical process in which deep integration is occurring. And to let this deep integration occur now in December, it's important for you to relax. It's important for you to have a distance to what is going on around you. It is important to take deep breath. Stay in the moment and choose to not take sides and focus on exactly love and peace. This maybe sounds like a cliche. It is not. In this context, it is definitely not a cliche, because this is all what the ascension process on Earth now is about. This is unconditional love. In truth, in divine truth. This is what it is. This is not some romantic love from an old belief system in 3D matrix. This is an expanded, unconditional love in fifth dimension and higher dimensions I'm talking about. And the peace begins inside you. It begins inside you. And this is the inner peace I'm talking about. The inner peace, is there when you stop to judge yourself, when you stop to judge others, when you mind your own business and not others' business, when you stop worrying about other people, what they do, what they say, not even worry about yourself and do it in the way of worry. When it comes to yourself, care about yourself and love yourself more. Always learn to love yourself more. To love yourself in a conscious, active way is an act of commitment. It is not something that has to do with ego. You need to have an ego to work as a human being on earth. But the ego have its purpose. And the purpose is not to put pressure on you. Love yourself is about to know yourself. It's about to know that you are born a soul. You are born as love and light. You are born with a divine heart. You are born a big, huge spirit. This is the parts you should look at when you look at yourself and love yourself. And in December, it's extra important to understand that your physical body is the most important now. Your physical body is upgrading into crystalline consciousness too. And you have in your physical body, it's a library. Your physical body is consisting of cells and DNA and information that is totally sacred and divine. And when you tap into your intuition and listen to your body, which includes to listen to your feelings and learn what that means truly, this is the biggest assets you have. Don't talk about economics without including you have this very rich physical body. You wouldn't exist without your physical body. Your physical body is a divine temple. You should treat it the best. And to treat it good means a lot of things. It means that you have to know what it is to have healthy boundaries. It means that you'll have to learn what it is to say no to things that it is not healthy for your body, not for your soul, not for your heart, not for your spirit, and say no to that and learn to do that. When you are not used to this, to say no to things that is not healthy for your body, which I think there is not one human being on earth who has a lot to learn about, still, about the body and the feelings. It's an ongoing process. You have to go on learning. It's an ongoing process. If you're still in the 3D matrix and you are a man, you may think that this about feelings and this with healthy boundaries is nothing for you because you don't think it's tough. I can tell you, you are not a tough one. No. To be really tough is to know these things, because this is the most challenging things a human being can learn. I say it once again. This is the most challenging things that a human being can learn and go through and process. This is what is coming into stake when you go up to higher dimensions. This is not 3D matrix. This is higher dimensions and higher vibrations. And you can tune in to this by starting to learn about yourself, your physical body, what it has, what kind of resources it has. To listen to your intuition means a lot of things. To being a true empath, an empath who is caring about yourself and other beings, not only human beings, all living beings on this planet. This means every single organism. This means every single tree. This means every single part of Mother Earth. This is no joke. This is no joke. Dear beautiful soul out there. December Ascension energy consists of some really, really huge things for us all to take in. One thing is that here is the opportunity for you to master mental maturity and to master emotional maturity in December 2020. This is two things that is immense important to go forth in this process, which is an evolutionary process. If you resist, it's only coming back to you time after time after time, because it is an evolutionary process you cannot run away from. This is why. I'm not going to talk about karma, because this is exactly what it is. It is an evolutionary process you cannot run away from. So one day or the other you have to deal with yourself. One day or the other you have to deal with yourself. But this is not said to anyone to put a pressure who is uncomfortable. It's your choice. Some people like challenges. Like me, I'm born a challenger. So I love it. I put pressure on myself, but I am conscious of my pressure. I'm conscious of my processes. If you make yourself conscious of what kind of challenges you like to go through, to process, to go forth in your life and develop in a true evolutionary galactic way, you have to take into account that challenges is not something you can escape. You have to take some challenges. Two things is very, very important. This is to master your mental maturity, and it is to master your emotional maturity. Today, so many people don't even know that this exists. In nearly the same sentence, I want to say that you were born a master. You came to earth because you are a master. You came to earth because you are a master. That's why you came to earth. You agreed yourself to come to earth because you are a master. This is a school for masters. Planet Earth is a school for masters. That's why we are in the ascension process. That's why we love to see more people awaken to that they are a master. That's why you hear all these songs, you see all these movies about people who are stars. You love to see stars, you love to see people who win. That's because you are a winner yourself. That's because you were born a master. That's why you love to see that. But the thing is, you gotta jump from looking at others and be the master yourself. Be the master over yourself. The time is now. That's why I tell this now, because this is a huge part of the Ascension energy in December 2020. Mental and emotional maturity. This is needed of you to master. And it means things. It's implement knowledge. Deep knowledge. It's not surface knowledge. This is deep, deep, deep knowledge. It can't be mature knowledge if it's not deep. Something that is mature. Implement that it's deep. It has roots and it has branches. The roots goes deep, deep. The branches is reaching high, high. I say it once more. Maturity means roots that are going deep, deep. And branches who are reaching high, high. This is true maturity and what it means. Simply put. To have mental and emotional maturity, one needs to ask oneself what is needed. First of all, consciousness about the mental and the emotional energy bodies of oneself. This is why it is utmost important to develop an awareness and consciousness about one's thoughts. What thoughts are you dwelling on? Every single moment of the day. Begin, if you are not having a meditation sometimes every day, you actually need to start that. You can go and look in my YouTube channel's list. I have meditations there that will help you. The structure of learning how to sort and to deal with your thoughts is fundamental. And to do it in peace, of course. To be able to master your own thoughts, you have to have some meditation practice. To master oneself's thoughts and the emotional energy body, it is what humans need to understand more about, first of all. Because feelings are way showers. They are a compass and indicate. All humans need to know things that the feelings are showing the human being exactly every moment. This is really about mastering your own feelings and emotions. And to master your own feelings and emotions is not about to shut them out or deny that you have them. I say that one more time. To master your emotions and feelings is not about to shut them out or deny that you have them. It is the opposite. It is about to listen more and know what they are about. Don't run away from yourself and your own feelings. This is why it is so immense important to have some meditation routine. When you have come a bit further with your meditation routines. You know how to handle them, and you can do meditations wherever you are. You can live in a meditative state. It may take you 30 years, 40 years to do that, but it's worth it because it's your life. If you want to be a master over yourself, you need to learn that. That's one of the things you need to learn. And this is all for you. It's all for you to expand your joy, your happiness, your peace, and your love, and your light. It is all for your expansion. And for you, it is important, especially now in December, to be able to understand and do good discernment, to discern, to stop to judge yourself and others, and to learn what it is to truly discern. To discern yourself, what you do, what you think, and your surroundings, and do this in peace and love. This is something that is connected to master your mental maturity and your emotional maturity, indeed. This wonderful times we are in now. And this December 2020, it's all about the final ascension process. And the divine symbol for this ascension process is the dragonfly. And the dragonfly is absolutely magical. I will talk a little bit about what is so special with the dragonfly and why it is so significant and divine symbol for the final ascension process. The dragonfly is existing all around on Earth. We can find it everywhere. And the dragonfly, it is a symbol for change, transformation, adaptability, and self-realization. The change that is often referred to, it has its source in the emotional maturity and also in the mental maturity in the human being. And it has to do with the understanding of the deeper meaning of life. So what is this deeper meaning of life? It's something that is the central part of what is this ascension process. It's a consciousness shift. It's a consciousness shift in the whole humanity. And more human beings are wakening up. And when this awakening is taking place, of course, there is a lot of things that is not what human beings are used to experience. So that's why I am not the only one on YouTube who talks about the ascension, who talks about consciousness and the awakening process now on Earth. As it's actually coming more and more good teachers and guides on YouTube talking about this. As this is something that is absolutely evolution, a part of the absolutely natural evolution on Earth. And not only Earth, this is in universe. So what is happening right now is that we have galactic sources here on Earth who are helping human beings in this ongoing process. And we have beings outside the Earth who are actually witnessing what is going on here on Earth now, and we have assistance. We have truly divine assistance here on Earth when we go through this ascension process now on Earth. Because when things happen on one planet that is good, which ascension process and the accumulating and higher consciousness that is evolving on Earth now, it's a good thing. And when these good things happen, of course, we have assistance, because there are so many others outside Earth who are so happy and are grateful that this is happening now here. And also they are giving us assistance, as I just said. So I would like to emphasize that these two things I just mentioned about the source of what is a true change, it comes with understanding about life's deeper meaning. And it is about maturity. Without maturity in emotions and your mental maturity, it's no wisdom. And you need wisdom. You need wisdom to go forward in balance. It is not possible to move forward in balance without true wisdom. The wisdom comes together with you moving forward in balance. And when I say forward in balance, these times we are in now, it is implementing the ascension process, of course. And the ascension process is about your consciousness. It's about mine. It's about all and everyone on Earth. Consciousness. It's about to wake up from what we call the 3D matrix. The 3D matrix is what human beings have been living in for centuries. And it's a prison. It's a prison, and when you awaken, you begin to learn how to get out of this prison. This is exactly what is happening. So, if you look at a butterfly or a dragonfly or any animal or human being, the birth process to get birth implies some process. And you can put whatever you like into it, but it's needed to be conscious of it. And it's needed to understand that it's beautiful, it's magical, and it's important to understand that this is to be grateful for. This is to be grateful for. Feel gratefulness. And don't forget to love yourself, who you are, exactly who you are, and what you've gone through, which took you here. You wouldn't be here where you are now if you wouldn't go through what you went through. Nothing was wasted. How hard it might be sometimes to believe this to be true. Because, of course, when it comes to horrible things that most human beings on earth have experienced, some really horrible things, it's not to go deeper to try to understand why. It's just to understand that this was necessary. Because it's through the contrast. It's through the contrast that human beings are put on a challenge to go forward. And you can choose yourself, your challenges. It's much easier and more fun to choose your own challenges than when the world or things around you put challenges on you because you need to go forward, because you're ready for it, because you're ready for it, you're ready to move forward. Greetings everyone, this is Freja Enjoy, and I am in Cairns in northern Australia, and I'm gonna implement this in my energy report for December, because we have the Ascension process, like it's momentum in December, and the symbol for the Ascension process is a dragonfly. So this is absolutely something I have to implement. I was so happy to see this Christmas tree exactly here in Cairns, where I am now, because they have these beautiful dragonflies and butterflies in this Christmas tree. It couldn't be more perfect. This is divinely perfect. Yes, it is.
You just want me to talk?
I'm asking you, and this is, as I said, the most beautiful Christmas tree I ever seen, because of the beautiful dragonflies and the beautiful, what you call it?
Butterflies?
Butterflies. And I'm so happy that the artist who come up with this idea was here when I came. So I would love to hear your a little story about how you came up with this idea, or something about what it means for you as an artist with the Christmas tree and everything.
Well, I guess I was involved in the creative process, but I'm also the one who built it. So it's an interesting combination of different states of mind, the masculine form and structure, the logic, and also the feminine, the power and energy that flows through the structure. So I've been encouraging the council to incorporate and celebrate more some local icons. This is the 8th time I've put this tree up. So we've had the butterflies for 2 years. There are Ulysses and Birdwing. The Ulysses is the beautiful blue one, and the Birdwing is the green one. This year I suggested that we could do dragonflies, which they were very happy about. The mayor was particularly supportive of that idea. So we've got these beautiful
perfect divine timing,
iridescent wings which mirror and reflect the environment, as well as a little bit of red in there to balance out the green and blue themed the reef and rainforest.
Yeah.
So I'm really glad you like it.
Yeah, I'm sure more than me like it. I'm sure everyone who see it will love this tree. I love the simplicity of it because it makes the message stronger.
Yeah. I'm glad that you feel so passionate about it, because some people have different feelings around Christmas. Some love it, some don't love it so much. But
you can do like you do with other teachings. You take what is okay for you, and you leave the rest.
Yeah.
That's the best, I think, for everyone to do like that.
Well, I think you can certainly see the Christmas tree is a symbol of unity and family and connection worldwide. Regardless of whether you're a Christian or religious at all.
It's beautiful because it connects people, because everyone likes the Christmas tree. I think the most people do.
Yeah, and I think pretty lights and shiny things are actually good they give you a little sense of love.
It makes me happy.
And dreamy. I get dreamy just doing it. But I'm glad
I forgot to ask for your name in the video, so we have
Paul Barron, my name is.
Paul Barron.
Paul Barron, yes. My business is Culture Mechanics.
Culture Mechanics. Sounds interesting. Is it here in Cairns? Yeah.
I do a lot of different events, connective events.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for giving us this information, and thank you for this beautiful tree, for your creation of this beautiful tree.
Glad you enjoyed it.
Have a beautiful
Happy Christmas.
Happy Christmas.
Thanks.
beautiful. Really beautiful.
This video was made and produced by Freja Enjoy.com, and as always, if you like our content, you are welcome to subscribe and click on the bell so you get notifications when new important content will come out. And if you are craving more of our content, you will find it in the list in YouTube channel Freja Enjoy Official, Living Enlightenment.